Esa, for you, when you come in the spring and you're kind of getting used to playing at the Division I level to now, where do you think your game has grown the most?
I feel like just more the mentality aspect. I didn't really come in prepared mentally. I competed every day, but it was more the battle within myself that was definitely the biggest struggle for me. And just coming in knowing what to expect in camp, I feel like I attacked today with a different mindset these past 2 days, and just the mental side of football. We as players like to focus on the physical things, how we can get stronger, how we can get faster, how we can be more physical. But at the end of the day, if you don't control and really attack that mental aspect of the game, it can be really, really challenging for anybody. So I think that's the biggest thing that has propelled me forward in this camp.
Talk about kind of the battle at left tackle. You and Christian really kind of competing there. You were with the ones yesterday. He was there today. How do you feel like that's going to better both of you and for whoever ends up starting at the end of the day?
Oh man, we don't ever talk about like who's starting or not. We talk about what we can work on better. I talk to him about things. He talks to me about things, and that's Christian Hilborn is a brother to me. And from day one, like I told y'all in the past interviews, like I sit right next to him in film, and we always have our little side chats about what's going on when we're watching the film, and we're really just stepping stones for each other. If he needs to be lifted up, I'm there for him, and when I need a little lift up, he's there for me. So the starting spot is never what's the topic of discussion or the biggest thing on our mind. The biggest thing on our mind is just making each other better.
Who has impressed you the most of the freshman offensive linemen so far?
I feel like they all attack the game in a very they all want to learn. I'll just put it like that. And I feel like right now, I feel like I spent the most time with Ashton Tripp. And man, he's a big kid, and he's so willing to learn, and he's taking everything I say and everything I'm trying to teach him with a grain of salt. And right now, I haven't worked too much with the other guys, more interior, more right side guys, but since he's pretty much the young guy on the left side for me, he's definitely impressed me. It didn't take me, a week for him to start learning the technique I gave him. It took him a couple days, and he's already trying to implement it in his game. And big things to expect for him in the future.
You mentioned just a second ago how the mental aspect of the game was kind of you're having trouble with at first. I was wondering if you could expand a little bit on that, and at first, what was kind of holding you back with that?
So ever since JUCO, where I came from, my brother was always never worried about me physically. And the biggest thing that he's always told me every play, every time I step up or line up, or even during workouts and lifts, he's always said I'm in my head. And it's and the mentality thing is just I have a lot of times where I question or I hesitate, and Coach Diggert, hits it on the nod every time we have our team meetings. He talks about kill hesitation, and I took that meeting and I just ran with it. Today I just killed hesitation. I said I'm gonna go, and if you heard me cheering on my teammates, I said go now, think later. Go now. Go full speed, and when we mess it up, we fix it in the film room. But don't mess up because you were going half speed. And then that's another thing that my brother always told me. He said, mess up 100%. Don't mess up 50 and leave it to doubt or leave it to chance of if you went 100, would you have done the play right? So go 100, and we can fix everything in the weight room, but you can't fix effort. So spring ball was definitely, I was thrown in the fire. I was with the ones right when I got here, and I was going against Brennan Jackson, R.J. Stone, and going against those guys. Of course, the mental aspect was definitely getting to me, and I was questioning, hesitating. Where am I going? What's the play call? But, when I have the playbook on the back of my hand now, and I know everywhere I'm going, every step I need to take, every step I'm taking is with intention. And, I'm just really happy that I got out of that state,
Yeah, so you just kind of heard that saying, or kind of what helped you kind of turn that around mentally?
It was definitely, I feel like the biggest thing for me was the team meeting. And the team meetings we've had after spring, the team meetings we have during summer, the workouts we've had during summer, the biggest thing was that I can do hard things. Coach Benny and Keone, he always tells us you can do hard things. And I really just had to think to myself, and it's like, I've done hard things. So it doesn't change now that I'm at a Division I school. If I can do hard things at any level, I can do hard things here. And that's definitely what's helped me. And I'm not going to say what, excuse my language, so I'm not going to say, but the biggest thing that Coach Diggett has told us to say, and he showed us he showed us a video in our team meeting. He said, "You run this, MF," and that's what we said in our head. And I was saying that in my head the whole time. If I was mic'd up, they probably think I was crazy. But I was just walking around saying, "I run this, I run this, I run this." Sometimes you get sluggish in the morning. Sometimes you get sluggish. Rack 13, and you're like, "Oh man, we're in the thick of it right now." I said it in my head. I was like, "I run this," and yeah, I took that saying and ran with it.
Brought up your brother there a moment ago. Has he given you any advice for this part of training camp where it is such a grind? You got another month to go before you even play your first game. Has he given you any advice?
Oh yeah, he actually called me the other day, and he's always texting me, and he doesn't even send me a big old paragraph. He just sends me 3 words. It's like, "Time is now. The time is now." Or he'll say, he called me one night. It was a few nights before. It was during that little 5-day break before he came back. He just gave me a little text. He gave me a call actually, and he just said, "You don't need to hear me say anything anymore. You've grown so much in these past 2 years, and you don't have my voice, right in the back of my ear when I'm on the field no more." And he said, "I don't need it. You don't need me to keep nagging at you in your ear. You know what needs to be done." And it kind of gave me that thought, like, yeah, he's right. He's been in my ear for the straight 2 years I was in JUCO, and it seems like a short time for football, but 2 years of someone just yelling at you it definitely leaves a mark, and you start expecting it when you're on the field. But he's definitely told me I don't need it no more. I know what I need to do, and I just take accountability, right? And yeah, that's definitely what he's done.
And today we saw during the 11-on-11 period that big plays from the offense in the passing game and the run game. So for you guys on the offensive line, what do you think has been the key thing to making sure that you guys get more consistent on both sides of the ball and are capable at any point of letting loose big plays with the pass and the run?
Yeah, in the team room, we always try to talk about believing in ourselves. But when it comes to O-line and how in sync an O-line has to be when you're running plays and in the pass and in the run, it's just believing who's next to you. So I was right next to Landon Roten, and before every play, I would just give him a tap and be like, "Let's do this. Me and you. Let's go. Come on." If it was a combo block to the backer, I was like, "Me and you. Let's go. We can do this." It was nothing like, of course we're going to give our calls, tag, whatever. But sometimes that little pick-me-up. Like, I believe in myself. I believe in him too. And I'm pretty sure that went down the line. Brock Dew in the middle, just facilitating everywhere. He's looking left and right. We're waiting to go, but he's making sure everyone's straight before we start. And he's definitely taking control of our second group. And, man, we just had a blast today. I feel like the biggest thing as well is over-communication. We can keep repeating the same thing and they'll be like, I know, but it never hurts to just keep saying it. Keep saying what the play is. Keep saying what we're supposed to do, because you never know when one play he doesn't know what he's doing, and then, the thing about offensive line, one person messes up, the whole play's done. So we have to be in sync. We have to all know what we're doing, and I think it showed on the field today.